Oh, look at it. She bought that. Period.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory you think about, but you wouldn't tell nobody?
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
You got one type there? Craziest conspiracy theory.
I can't.
Pizzagate. They all did that shit. They got the island. Yeah. Bill Gates. Goddamn. The first lady. Goddamn the Trump. Yeah. All of them. They trying to hit.
Hey, Mike, what's your worst breakup story?
My worst breakup story? I caught him in bed cheating. I whooped that.
Oh man. That's sad. That's sad. All right, next question. What's heavier, a pound of pillows or a pound of pennies?
A pound of pennies.
Pound of pennies. This is the last one.
He can't even say it. He's getting down.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yo, what's good? Welcome to the New Normal Podcast, a place where we talk about what everybody is thinking. I'm not scared to say it, and today we're gonna jump right up into it. Keke Palmer is trending right now, and if you've been living under the rock, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So Keke Palmer was spotted with them booty cheeks out, draped all over Usher at a concert, his residency in Las Vegas, and her baby daddy had something to say about it. He wrote, I'm going to read it for y'all. It says, hold on, I'm show you. I forgot I got it up here. Hold on. It says, let me find it so y'all can see it. It says, it's the outfit though. You a mom. And then said in another post, he said, we live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother of his kid to showcase booty cheeks to people to please others, and he gets told how much a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case. I'm going to say Keke Palmer proved why Dr. Umar was wrong. I'm going to tell y'all again, Keke Palmer proved why Dr. Umar was wrong. And I'm going to tell y'all why she proved he was wrong. So if y'all remember, Dr. Umar said in a podcast that men need to check other men so women won't encounter pookies. And today, fellas, what did we learn? We learned that women don't like men to speak on women's business at all, whatsoever. Women don't want you to speak on their business whatsoever. So what does that mean? We need to stay out of it. So that means when it comes to their dating experiences, the men that they meet, how it goes, I don't care if the nigga slap her across the room, beat her up. I don't care if he nice to her, shower her with gifts, flowers, the new range. I don't care if he go cheat on her and impregnate 17 other women. That ain't none of our business. Women have proven and spoken again. We need to stay out of their business. I don't know if y'all seen, but it's still recent, how Suki Hunter and YK Osiris incident when YK kissed on Suki Hunter. And it was a plethora of men around her, and no one came to her defense. And women said, you should not judge a woman based off of what she does, how she portrays herself, what representation she puts out there, what image she has. Okay, but does that garner how men feel? Did any of those men feel in their bones and in their body that I need to go and protect this woman? No, because we men understand this thing called representation. I thought when we was all joking and playing and saying one band, one sound, y'all understood what that meant. But obviously, y'all did not. One band, one sound. But when it comes to family, women say, I get to do what I want to do. I get to dress how I want to dress. I get to go where I want to go. Can't no man tell me this. Can't no man tell me that. I don't want a man controlling me. And I'm confused on if your man is the leader, the head of the house, why can't he? I say this time and time again. Women would go into a classroom and listen to a professor and understand that they got to do certain things and jump through certain hurdles to obtain a degree. But when it comes to having a successful marriage, that is a problem for them to listen to what they men have to say. It is a problem. They don't want women, they don't want men trying to control them. This is a sad reality. And this is what happens when, you let women get power. It's a sad reality. And I'm going to tell you, fellas, I'm telling y'all once again, move out of these women's way. Let them crash and burn. Do not try to save them. Do not try to talk sense into these women. Do not try to help them. Hey, you see two bitches picking up a couch. You need to make sure they can pick the couch up by themselves. Let them take it in essence. Everybody want to be feminist. We all equal. You see how wide these hoes' backs is getting. You see how wide they backs getting. They got big burly shoulders like linebackers. What's up, Miss Jordan? What's up, Miss Jordan? But yeah, like I said, if y'all see women picking up a couch, let them pick up a couch. If they say they believe in equality and feminism and all of that, let them do what they need to do. Don't be trying to save these women. Watch out, get out the way. Fellas, let these women crash and burn. Get your popcorn and enjoy the show. One thing I don't understand here, people are looking at the landscape of things, but y'all know that the workforce will be 20% down by 2030. From automation. Most of those jobs women obtain. So what does that mean when all these women out here starting their OLs and stuff like that? Ms. Joy said she ain't picking up the couch. When women out here starting their OLs and they looking for men to give them money, men ain't gonna be able to give them money. A lot of y'all on OL careers came just as fast as went just as fast as they came. That junk is sad, and I hate to admit that y'all got sold a pipe dream. Y'all was not gonna take off, and like the joke says, now y'all see what it feels like. Y'all see what it feels like to be a neighborhood rapper. A neighborhood rapper. Y'all get to see what it's like. Now I'm gonna play the video so y'all can watch it. So y'all can get the full effect of what her man was upset about. I don't know any man that wants their woman out there with their booty cheeks out draped over Usher like that. I don't care if y'all think it's cool to fan out about around certain people. I personally don't. I think you need to have some type of decorum and respect for your relationship. But in the sake of entertainment and the sake of fun, because we all know the song, girls just want to have fun, you can do anything. In the sake of entertainment, you can have your booty cheeks out there draped over Usher and not worry about how your kids feel. Not worry about representation you putting out there. Not worrying about how you're going to make your man feel. And what's crazy is Keke Palmer and her dude, or whatever he is, unfollowed each other on Twitter, on social media accounts, which is even more weird. Y'all also are upset that he addressed this woman publicly when she out here with her ass out publicly. How do y'all? It's weird that y'all want people to address disrespect respectfully. We ain't doing that. We not going. When you disrespect me publicly, I can disrespect you just as well and just as loud publicly. See, if it was me, if that was me, we finna up the scope. Because one thing about me, I'm a good friend. I'm a good husband. I'm nice to everybody. I'm pleasant to be around. I'm not going net up on you first. I never do. I'm not gonna treat you bad. I'm not gonna do nothing to you first, but I love revenge. I'm gonna put that out there. I would never do nothing to nobody first, but I love revenge. And if that was me in that situation, your friend that been winking at me, yeah, I gotta go knock her off now. And don't let your mama look like she got a twinkle in her eye, because now I gotta go knock your mama off too. We often up the scope. If we playing like that, and don't catch me if I'm off the liquor or something when I'm hitting your mom. I might record it and do the motherfucking Cabbage Patch and then say it got leaked on the internet. Miss Jordan said this is a conversation that would have gone over better in private. Well, see, the thing is, I'm not having a conversation like this. Me personally, I'm not even having a conversation like this. I'm not even saying anything like this. People didn't even know who he was. Most people don't even know this guy's name. His name is Darius Jackson, if I'm not mistaken. And most people didn't even know who he was. And all of a sudden, it kind of gave him a little clout and notoriety that he smashed Keke Palmer. What's even more weird is so many people are saying he wants to have husband say so without giving her a ring. I'm going to say this loud and clear. It is easier to get married than it is to get pregnant. It is easier to get married than it is to get pregnant. So if Keke Palmer wanted to get married, she would have got married. You have to try to get pregnant. Marriage is something that you do. You just go to the courthouse, sign some papers, and you're married. You have to try to get pregnant. If y'all don't understand how science works, soon as you ejaculate in a woman, her body is trying to fight it off. That's why they always say the child that makes it to the egg was the strongest swimmer, because they had to fight through the woman's body fighting off the sperm. So you have to try to get pregnant. But I don't understand how we even in this point where people are saying it is easier to get pregnant than it is to get married. How is having a child less responsibility than a marriage? The thing about it, when you get married, you can always get divorced if it's not working out. You can't just get rid of it. Well, for me, you just can't get rid of a kid, but I know a lot of y'all don't care. Y'all throwing y'all kids in lakes and putting them in ovens and freezers. Some of y'all, I know some of y'all putting them on your grandmama and stuff like that. So that's another topic for another day. But they keep saying that he's a house husband. They keep saying that this man is a house husband. He needs to shut up. He can't say anything because she's the breadwinner. This is the rhetoric of the day. This is the rhetoric of the day. What they say right here? Keke Palmer is the breadwinner. That little stay-at-home fitness coach dad needs to learn his place. Ain't they what they say when the women question their breadwinning spouse's behavior? Did y'all just hear what I said? They saying his little fitness coach, the little fitness coach need to stay in his place since Keke Palmer is the breadwinner. I don't know if y'all understand that there are multi-millionaires off of fitness. Point blank, period. There are multi-millionaire men and women off of fitness. I don't understand why you would think he is a bum or coming up short when it comes to finances, right? Also, how do we not know that this man is not paying all of the bills in this household? Even if she is the breadwinner, he could still be supporting the family fully. I'm gonna say this also. I don't believe in the term breadwinner in the sense that if I make the most money, I get to call the shots. And if she makes the most money, she gets to call the shots. The reason is because I could be up today and be down tomorrow. She could be up today and down tomorrow. The thing people got to understand is the person who worse than the oppressor when they get the power. So what it look like if I tell a woman that I'm dating, hey, you need to go sit your ass down. I make all the money in here, and this my house, and whoop the whoop. And then I fall on hard times, and she got the money. What you think she finna do to me? Oh, she about to nut up now. Like I say, fellas, once again, stay out of women's business. Let them crash and burn. Have your popcorn. Enjoy the show. Because if anybody got eyes, you can see the landscape of dating, especially Black people. You can see the landscape of dating. You can see how this is working out and how this is panning out for most women. Women are not having their way out here. Women are not winning when it comes to dating, especially in our community. Get out of these women way. Enjoy yourself. Treat these women how they act. If a woman is out here dressed like a whore or a harlot, treat her as such. In our community, Black people, we got so assimilated to a lot of other cultures. We always believe you dress for the job or dress for the part. I still remember when I was young coming up, and then going to a Baptist church compared to going to like a white church. White people was wearing shorts and flip-flops at church. Whereas when I would go to a Baptist church, Black people was fully suited and booted going to church. Because we always believe if you're gonna go anywhere dressed up, you're gonna go to the Lord's house dressed up. Because they used to say you can't go to the president dressed like that. The president ain't bigger and stronger than my God. But like I had an argument today with someone, not an argument, a discussion. They said they was raised on come as you are. And like I tell y'all, that's why church is dying, because we have this ideal that we want to have feel-good messages instead of preaching the word. Because even in the Bible, certain temples you could not enter if you were unclean or wasn't dressed in the proper attire. What Miss Jordan say? Personally, I would have worn that outfit. I would not have worn an outfit, but Keke is different arena. Being an entertainer places her mindset in a different place than mine. The pressures of being and staying relevant cause her to make different decisions than the everyday woman. That's cool, but we can't, Miss Jordan, we can't just say entertainment. Like I said, entertainment and the sake of fun, we can't just negate stuff of how we present ourselves out there. Just because I'm an entertainer, it's like my child should not be taken into consideration that I'm out here with my butt out. My child should not be taken in consideration when I'm out here draped over Usher and I'm at home with my daddy, and this is an issue now. Because let's be real, we all know Keke Palmer is a late bloomer. And to be honest, her having a child and the weight that she picked up and her skin glowing, it actually helped her out. And now she's popped out on the scene. Like she said in one of her videos that she knew having children was going to clear up her skin. She would have had children a long time ago. But we got to stop this baby mama, baby daddy culture. Yes, people, you are judged for the choices that you make in life. I'm sorry, it's reality. I know people want to be able to walk around here freely and in fairyland and do what they want to do, but you are judged on how you move in society and your past. Because typically your past is going to predict your future. Your past is going to dictate your future. Darius says Savannah James very sexy. She don't be naked, but I don't think he tripping more off Usher than. But I do think he's tripping more off Usher than he is off the dress. I would disagree. He said something about the dress. I think we speculate. I'm gonna go talk about what he's talking about, because I see a lot of people saying, well, he posted pictures like this of her and whoop de whoop and all this. Show me a picture of her with her butt out the same exact way at the Usher concert. I had this argument with a woman earlier today on Facebook. I said, show me a picture of her with her butt out like she was at the Usher concert. And the pictures that she showed me, she still was not presented like she was at the Usher concert. It's given very much single. It's given very much single. And now that they unfollowed each other, it's showing that now that they unfollowed each other, show they might be single. That's how she can possibly get out of the house, get out of the house wearing that outfit and he not know it. I want to ask y'all something else, and I don't know if y'all follow Keke Palmer alone. Do y'all think Keke Palmer used this guy in particular as a sperm donor? And I know that people like to say that women ain't out here just getting pregnant and to be by themselves, which I think is false, because we see a lot of women doing in vitro and trying to get pregnant on their own. But I want to ask y'all, do y'all think Keke Palmer used this man as a sperm donor? Did Keke Palmer use him as a sperm donor? If y'all notice, Keke Palmer had issues with her being a darker skinned girl. So she went and had a baby with a light-skinned man, different type of hair texture, to possibly get that complexion that she wish she had. Y'all may not remember that she talked about her being a darker skinned woman and her issues with colorism. Savannah is very sexy lady, but she is a different caliber of woman, and I don't think they have similar lifestyles as far as how they amass wealth. My question is, how much money do you need? Because the way they were acting today about Keke Palmer being a breadwinner, you would have thought she would have had $100 million and could go sit down. I think Keke Palmer is sexy too, but like I say, I always say this, and I always make this joke about Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer is sexy when she's not talking. Soon as she starts talking and I hear her voice, because her voice isn't attractive. Soon as I hear her voice and she start talking and it's kind of whining, it's like, yeah. And I'm like, I wish she would shut up. Just be quiet. Let me admire you. But let's talk about something else. Why do women use the term insecure and trust to manipulate situations? Why do women use the words trust and insecure to manipulate situations? For instance, they're saying that this man is insecure, which meaning they're taking a shot at his masculinity. They're taking a shot at his masculinity. And when women say that you're insecure, that means, nigga, shut up, let me do what I want to do. You shouldn't say anything. That's what you got to ask yourself. When women say anything about you're insecure, they're taking a shot at your masculinity and they're telling you, you should shut up and let me do what I want to do. When women use the words like trust, they're saying, nigga, don't question what I do. For instance, you could go to a woman now and say you want to test your children, to get a DNA test on your children. And the first thing this woman would say, oh, you don't trust me? Baby, this is a trust building exercise. Like the other 100 trust building exercises we did. Like when I gave you the passcode to my phone, I could have said, you don't trust me? But I didn't. I gave you the passcode because if you go through it, if you find something, it is what it is. What about when we share locations? I didn't say, you don't trust me? No, I gave it to you because this is a trust building exercise. But as soon as it comes to my kids, something bigger than my phone and my whereabouts, my lineage, the people that I will be taking care of for the rest of my life, not no 18 years, blood, sweat, tears, sleepless nights. I gotta trust you on something like that. That's stupid. That is stupid. If you're a man and you let a woman manipulate you to not test your children because she hit you with the "you don't trust me," baby, this is a trust building exercise. Like the ones when I got to keep telling you I love you 100 million times, and then if I don't tell you I love you in a week, then you say, "Baby, do you love me?" "Well, baby, I do love you." Well, you haven't said it in a while. That is a trust building exercise. When you're in a relationship, you're always building trust. I don't know where y'all come with this. You build trust and that's it. No, you are constantly building trust in a relationship. That's how the relationship grows stronger. That's how the love grows stronger. When you have new levels of built up trust, you don't just get to level 12 and say, "I trust you," and 12 is the highest we fucking go. That's not how this works. We got all, like I said, you had me jumping through 100 hurdles to make sure I gained your trust and you felt secure. But soon as I say something about a DNA test, it's not a trust building exercise. It's not a trust building exercise. Like I said, if you're a man in 2023 and you don't get your kids tested, you stupid. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And look, y'all ain't even gotta tell the woman tell the woman that you testing your kids either. I don't even understand that aspect. Why you think you got to go and tell her? I don't even understand why they don't make DNA tests mandatory. And it's crazy because I see so many women say that it should be mandatory at the hospital. You know why the women say it should be mandatory at the hospital? Because typically those are the women that know who they slept with and don't have a issue with you checking behind them. But like I say, this whole incident, you had this one, and then you had let me show y'all this other post. This one says men never have their fatherhood weaponized when having fun compared to women. Lies. Lies. Because y'all, let me tell y'all something. The first thing a woman does to a man when it comes to how he deal with women is weaponize fatherhood. Would you treat your daughter like that? Would you want your daughter to be with a man like that? The first thing a woman does when she doesn't get her way is talk about, "Hey, if would you be happy if your man, if your daughter dated a man like you?" See the lies they tell because they always trying to put it up. They're trying to do this thing where they want to eliminate double standards. Short double standards ain't going nowhere. They here to stay. The double standards that favor y'all love those double standards. But the double standards that don't favor y'all want to get rid of them. We should all be equal. It don't work like that. Right, Darius. I hope your daughter meets a man like you. Like, come on. Women are always weaponizing men's fatherhood in the sake of fun. I could be out here hitting 100 hoes right now, and then here goes some woman. Would you want your daughter to meet a man like that? Would you want a man to treat your daughter like that? Of course not. But I'm out here teaching my daughter the right thing. They must didn't have no dad in their life. But then again, we live in women empowerment, and women should be able to sleep around how they want to. So who am I to judge? Why should I say anything about their mental health or how they view the world or if they've been hurt if I want to have sex with them and they want to have sex with me? We're two consenting adults after all, aren't we? These are the things where I tell you guys, let these women crash and burn. Get out of the way. Get your popcorn and enjoy the show. Because it's a post that I posted tonight, and basically it's something that I've been saying for the last 5 years on tonight's conversation. And the dude was like, y'all keep saying these niggas ain't smart, y'all keep saying they ain't smooth, y'all keep saying they ain't got no game, but how in the world y'all keep ending up with these niggas? How do y'all keep getting pregnant by these niggas if these niggas y'all so educated? And like I said in one of my TikTok videos, y'all got degrees, but y'all ain't smart. Y'all got degrees, but y'all ain't emotionally healthy. Y'all got degrees, but don't know how to work in tandem as a team. Y'all got plenty of degrees and y'all plenty enrolled, but when it comes to relationship, y'all are lackluster. Y'all do not thrive in working in tandem with a man. So much so, it's so bad to the point now that women are doing compound living. If you don't know what compound living is, let me tell you. Compound living is when two or more women get together with their children and they say, hey, we're going to stay together and we're going to split the bills to make our lives easier. But a woman would tell you she don't want to be romantically involved with a man going 50-50, where she can raise the child, still pay half the bills, and get Peter Welker, but she would rather go and stay with a woman, pay half the bills, and still let a man come in there and jack off in and use her as a sex doll, and he paid nothing? Does that even make sense? On one hand, you got a man that's going to pay 50% of what you got going on. And on the other, you pay 100% of what you got going on. But you don't want to acquiesce to what this man says because he's not a man, because now he's only paying 50% of your bills. Whereas you got another dude over here, you compound living with this chick. You let him come in and smash you from time to time, and he has no responsibility towards you. Okay. Like I said, y'all got degrees. Y'all got, like Kevin Samuels had the sound bite. Oh no, I got a PhD. Y'all goddamn. Like I said, nowadays you ain't got to do much to get these women, fellas. I'm speaking straight to the fellas tonight. All they want is DHD, dick, hookahs, and day parties. Dick, hookahs, and day parties. DHD. They drank it like it's H2O. And when I tell y'all that this is the reality that we have, the bad apples, it's way more bad apples than there are good ones. And the bad apples mess it up for the women who are quote unquote the good girls. The bad apples mess it up for the good girls. Like I said, don't say nothing to these women. And I'm going to reiterate this. When y'all seen Suki Hunter acting like that, when that man was kissing her and nobody came to her rescue, and go back and watch the video, because Lil Duval told YK, he said, I think I seen some net drip down right there. Nobody came to her defense. But women would sit there and tell you, you supposed to protect me no matter what I do. You supposed to protect me no matter what I do. Fellas, don't be no crash dummy out here. I beg of you, please don't be no crash dummy out here. Get out of the way. Like we just played a video of the last podcast. A dude in the Walmart with his wife and newborn baby gonna go jump in on this man beating up a woman, and the man kills him. Don't try to save these women, because you don't know what that woman did for that man to jump on her. And we gotta stop acting like women ain't out here antagonizing these men to jump on them. Miss Jordan said, what the hell? They always gonna choose the latter. But like I tell y'all, open your eyes. It don't matter about what's going on in these podcasts. I don't care if you say you tired of men versus women podcast or anything. It ain't even none of that. We done with the men versus women talk. Now it's open your eyes and see what's going on. Don't say, oh, that's just social media. Because when people get on social media and start talking about these topics, these women and men topics, and you see how the conversation goes and you see the thought processes of a lot of these people, understand those are real people behind these keyboards saying, and these cell phones saying how they actually feel. So when y'all see these women saying, oh, this man is insecure, that's saying, hey, nigga, shut up and let me do what I want to do. They saying, hey, nigga, shut up and let me do what I want to do. When they say something about trust, trust is don't question me. I'm giving y'all game on how this goes. Trust and insecure is two of the biggest words that women use to manipulate certain situations. And then if you question a woman, they use this term here, misogynistic. Half these hoes don't even know how to spell or say misogynistic. They don't even know what it means. How many times have we watched Fresh and Fit? And the nigga said, what does misogynistic means? Like you said the word. Words have meanings. You should know what the word means that you just said out your mouth. You should know what this word means. Means you hate women. This is we at critical mass, y'all. Critical mass. Open your eyes. Watch out for what is going on. This is finna be funny. And if you smart and if you wise, then they'll say, well, this is what it means to me. Yeah, I hate that too. I hate that word. Well, this is what it means to me. Like, nigga, the word got a damn meaning and it been had a meaning for thousands of years. And all of a sudden, your retarded ass gonna get up here. Now you gotta change the whole meaning. Just like what that shit is, my truth. Nigga, it's only one truth, but if you got a whole nother truth, you got a whole nother truth than everybody else saying. Like, bro, how can you win or have constructive conversations to figure out where a person is going when you are talking to somebody that make up their own definitions and meaning during the conversation? Miss Jordan said the thought process of this generation is beyond my ability to understand. It's beyond my ability to understand because we're still having basic fundamentals when it comes to sex, right? About who controls sex and procreation. And we all learned in science class that the female or that species in mammals control mating and sex. No matter how you slice it, but with humans, they're supposed to be more intelligent beings. We're still having this conversation of you shouldn't have got her pregnant. Dr. Umar, supposed to be a psychologist, going to tell men that they shouldn't have got a woman pregnant. No, it only takes, contrary to popular belief, it only takes one person to get pregnant. One. That one person is a woman, and all she has to do is say yes or consent by agreeing to your advances sexually. If she's turned down, if a nigga walked up to her in the mall and she said, no, thank you, I'm good. I got a man or whatever. Even she's telling the truth or lie, she understands the concept of getting herself pregnant or choosing her mate because she just turned this nigga down. Oh, you could turn him down, but you couldn't turn him down? Oh, so what you're saying, you just have sex with everybody, or you don't have sex with everybody. Like, I don't even understand how we get to this point. If a man approaches you and if a man approaches you as a woman, we should clear this up. His initial thing is sex. The reason I'm approaching you, I don't know about your background. I don't know if you were raised in two-parent household when I first see you. I don't know. I don't know your religion. I don't know anything. If we're talking about just how people basically met, if I see you in the mall, the movies, the store, the gas station, the park, all I see is that ass walking by. All I see is your pretty lips. All I see is you got long hair. Now I'm questioning. Let me get a little closer, see if it's yours. Oh, I see your small hips or your big thighs. Oh, you got some pretty feet. Everything about you is sexual in that moment. And to be honest, I ain't gonna even know if I like you until we have sex. Cold world, it just is what it is. That's just how men operate. And I know it's gonna be a woman on here. Well, not all men operate like this. Trust me. I'm pretty sure I can speak on probably 90% of the men think of what I just said. 90. Because I played on sports teams, I've been on swim teams, I've been on football teams. I've been in men groups, I've been in church groups. I done been so many places with so many different types of men, with different races, different statuses, different likes and moral compasses, different religions, and all of them start the same way. I want to fuck this bitch. I ain't gonna know if I like her until if I bust this nut. After I bust this nut, if she says something that can keep me interested long enough for me to stay around, then she got me. If the sex good enough and she's a little bit of interesting, then we good. If she ain't annoying with a whining voice or nagging me all the time, then that's a different story. Darius said, that's how I am too, LOL. But it's just the man's natural makeup. I don't even know why we still arguing this point. We can't even get past this point. And like I said, now we back at square one when it comes to dating, because women are out here saying you're not supposed to be asking husband stuff without the ring. And I'm gonna tell y'all once again, if Keke Palmer wanted to be a wife, she would have been a wife. It is easier to get married than it is to get pregnant. You have to try to get pregnant. Try. That's all they're saying. Oh, we're trying to get pregnant. You'd have to try. Marriage, you could just do. Simple as that. Just go down to the courthouse and get married. Sign on the line. A wedding and marriage is two different things. Sometimes you can combine them to get married and your wedding, but still, you still have to go down there and get inside and turn in your marriage license. It's not that hard. Quit making this shit so difficult. And I said, our people, black people, make all of this stuff way more complicated than it has to be. Now men can't speak on how a woman should dress leaving the house. If my wife doesn't like something that I wear, or if I'm wearing some pants that are too tight and too revealing, like in my crotch area, then I'm going to not wear those pants again. She has say so to tell me something like that. And I think a lot of these conversations, women always feel attacked, because I was having a conversation with a woman earlier, and she said that I have a broad, ugly generalizations of women. And one thing about it is, I told her this, and this, y'all can take this to the bank. If you talk to one, you didn't talk to them all. If you fucked one, you didn't fuck them all. I told this woman, I said, look, I'm gonna let you go because you are about to do what most women do when they trying to make the conversation muddy. And then she goes on. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not even finna keep entertaining this bitch, because I know this woman ain't talking about shit. And then she proceeds to go to where I knew she was going. You just got a problem with women. Bitch, I can't. So you mean to tell me now I can't question a woman? We can't question women on nothing that they do. And if I do question a woman, I have a problem with women. But you know, that's Like I said, I want to be the villain because if I can be the villain and stay the villain and speak truth, then I know it's gonna be real motherfuckers around me. That's what I'm looking for. I ain't trying to have that fluff. I'm not trying to have too many people around me that just be like, oh, I'm trying to do this, prepare. So I need this type of image, whoop the whoop and all this. I got to be associated here, that. No, like I like real people around me. Real people last longer with you and help you build more than all the fake and fluff. Look at all the people that talk about that have meteoric rises, and then when they fall down, they do interviews and be like, "Oh yeah, this person was fake. They act like they was gonna help me here. I spent some money here. They said they was gonna help me." No, because they don't surround themselves with a team full of real people. So many people are trying to just shoot to the top and not build good, genuine relationships. That's why they fall so fast. Why y'all think YK Osiris was in that car crying? Why y'all think YK Osiris was in that car crying? And it's not funny, but he was acting like he was finna delete himself because he was saying somebody ain't hitting him back. This person ain't hitting me back. This person don't care about me. I need help. Whoop de whoop. Why do y'all think that? I don't think that's true. It's the generalizations about women, but we generalize people. Like I grew up. If it don't apply, let it fly. That's how I grew up. When I see women say stuff about men, typically I just keep strolling, especially if it's like something wild and crazy. And I just laugh because I can look at a woman and tell what kind of lifestyle she has. Yeah, generalizations are just general. If they don't apply to you, why you even speak on it? And that's what I told the girl. She said, "You're making these generalizations about women." I said, and I wanted to say, bitches, you part of the generalizations or you ain't. Because you ain't got to say nothing. You don't have to say anything to these generalizations that I say. I don't even know you, never met you. I'm coming on this other girl page because this girl has commented on my stuff. So, we're pretty cordial. And I feel like I can have a conversation with this woman because she has the mental and emotional capability to have this conversation. You, on the other hand, you don't, because you went to the shaming tactics that you always do. When you talk to one, you talk to them all. I'm so good now and had these conversations for the last 5, 6, 7 years with women. I already know where the conversation is going. I wish y'all women would throw something new at us. Please, we're begging you. Men are actually crying out, "Hey, ladies, we want something different. Give us something new. Change this, change that." But y'all still out here with these big ass spider legs on y'all fucking eyelids and talking about y'all ain't doing it for me. We know. We know y'all ain't doing it for us. We can tell because what men are saying, we don't, baby, you ain't got to go down that table. You ain't got to go put all that ass on you. You look goofy. You ain't got to put them eyelashes and a pound of makeup on your face. I like your real hair. Why don't you wear that out a little bit? So we know y'all ain't doing it for us. It's evident. Y'all don't ever do anything for men. And that's why I always say men do stuff to attract women. And if women change who they were attracted to, it would change the trajectory and the dating selection that women had. If a bunch of women said, if a bunch of women said right now, "I want doctors, lawyers, architects, astronauts, astrophysicists, mechanical engineers, fucking marine biologists." If they just said that, that would change how men dealt with women. I'm gonna put this comment on the screen. It said, "I think there are generalizations on both sides, but when you make them, you have the ability to influence how other people view men and women, and they treat them accordingly, deserved or not." I see, when it comes to generalizations, I think a lot of generalizations are true. I do. I'm not gonna say most, I think a lot of them are. So when Hold on, I got a text message. So when other people hear them, then you shouldn't have to worry about how people view them if most generalizations are true, right? The ones that you have to worry about is the ones that aren't factual. If I say right now, it seems like more women were more concerned about degrees, having sex, and partying of their life to their 30s. That would be a fair assessment of most women. I think that would be a fair assessment. I can look around and I can see most women, even my female friends right now. I'm gonna be 35 this year, single, childless, single, childless. My wife's friends, either single, childless, or baby mamas, or baby mama 2 times over. Like, saying all women doesn't mean some women. I agree with that statement, but I don't think I say all women. Did I say all women? But they'll say that's misogynistic to say. Venezuela Docky says, say it again. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to do something. My bad, y'all had to take a phone call. Hold on. Somebody trying to call in. I agree, Darius. Nothing in life is absolute. Dang it. Y'all bear with me. Hey, if y'all watching, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the share button. What's something y'all want to talk about this going on in the news right now? I'll look it up real quick because I ain't got nothing else to do. I am just trying to get some clarity. When I say women, I don't mean all, because I typically say women, and women just take that as I'm saying all. Corn mania. Oh Lord. I don't understand this whole thing with all shucks. I don't understand it. Shanti sent it to me earlier. And I didn't read it. I was driving. I forgot to go back and read it, but she sent it to me in my inbox, and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I think women mean something to you. Some means some to me. That's why when typically when you watch people and women try to correct men, when men say women, men always say, I didn't say all, I said women. We're speaking in generalizations. It's like me, that do I gotta say, well, 3/4 of women do this, or do I have to say 76% of women do this? Like, do I have to give a definite number when I say women? So when I say women, it's just the general population of women that I'm talking about. Darius, did you find a video about the corn thingy? It's not a clear statement that lead to it is not a clear statement that leads to misunderstanding. When I hear women say men, if it don't apply to me, I don't let it bother me. That's how I feel. When I hear women say men, I don't let it bother me either. But we have different understandings. And also, when you say women, soon as you one thing about women that men don't do, they stick together. So it could be a conversation about baby mamas and a woman ain't even a baby mama, but now she taking up for all the baby mama. It could be a woman that sees somebody dissing being married or something, and she ain't married. Now she want to take up for the women married. Like women do that. Women insert themselves in stuff that have absolutely nothing to do with them. Like nothing at all. But if you put woman on there, they're gonna jump on it. Us as men, it's like, she talking about baby daddies and deadbeats, and I know I'm not there. So this is not my fight here. The thing about men, we pick and choose our fights, whereas women, oh, you talking about women? Oh, hell no. Let me go and say something. Hey, baby, I'm talking about baby mamas. How many kids you got? Well, I ain't a baby mama. But you don't need to be talking about women like that. Maybe she feel like she gonna be a baby mama one day. Maybe she gotta change my mind. That's your mindset, but it has been unclear to more than one person. You need more clarity. I don't how do you clarify me saying that I don't believe that's all women? That's the part I don't understand. I'm confused. Because if I say women and we're talking generalization, if it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't apply to you. If I say women and I say it's a generalization, and me and Darius can clearly state that men understand generalizations, whereas women are confused about simple generalizations. When you go through school, they say women and men, and I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out how me and Darius can understand generalizations as men, and we say we don't say nothing about it. But Miss Jordan said your mindset it's been unclear to more than one person. You need more clarity. I don't understand how you need more clarity on a generalization. If I said all women, then yeah. You are trying to get a message across. If there is a question about the meaning of the message, it requires clarity. But that's what I'm asking. What requires clarity? Like what part that I'm saying that's wrong that needs clarity? What needs to be No, I am generalizing. I thought you were not general. No, I am generalizing. Hey, Miss Jordan, as a matter of fact, you want to call in? I can send you a message. I can send you the link, or I can just send you my number. You can call in. The generalization doesn't mean all, it means some. That's what I want to know. What about the word women that's so offensive? It says a generalization, a general statement or concept obtained by inference from specific cases. Doesn't say all the action or generalizations. Such anecdotes cannot be based for generalizations. Hold on, let me keep reading. It said when you make a statement about all or most of the people or things together, you are making a generalization. For example, all birds have wings. Many children eat cereal for breakfast. Generalizations mean to deduce some general abstract information from a certain set of stimuli and to make use of this information in further decision between new and unexpected sets of stimuli. So when I generalize, it said it could be all or it could be most. That's what the definition say right here. And I already said I'm generalizing, and generalizing for me does not mean all. A general one, the act of process of generalizing. Two, a general statement, law, principle, or proposition. Three, the act of hold on, let me click it. The act of process whereby a learned response is made to stimulus similar to but not identical with conditioned stimulus. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Oh snap! I got some new followers today. Hold on, it was something else that I wanted to talk about. Hey, I covered them women getting robbed too. Them strippers, they got robbed. And this is why I say, if y'all listen to me, this is why I say, get your popcorn and enjoy the show. Because it's going to be a lot of women out here that are uncovered, and men realize that these women are uncovered, and they're going to take advantage of women because typically men are there to protect women from other men. But if you don't have a man to protect you from another man, you'll be left out here deaf, dumb, and blind, roaming. Well, a dude or two dudes can come up on you and rob you for your hard-earned twerk money that got snatched from you. The more and more, like they said, 45% of women between 25 and 40 would be single and childless. So what do you think that's going to be? That makes you a vulnerable portion of the population. It makes you a mark. It makes you a target. You think you think the people that's out here robbing and stealing ain't got this same information? You think the same? Do you think they still ain't got that same information? Yeah, they do be proud to say I ain't got no man. They do be proud to say I don't have a man. They be very very proud to say I ain't got no man. I'm finna play this video for y'all right quick. Hold on, y'all. I hope y'all having a good night out there. I want to tell y'all thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We rocking. I feel pretty good tonight. Need to get some sleep because I ain't really slept good this whole week either. I do believe that we need each other. But like I said, women say they don't need no man. Like I said, y'all stay out their way. Do not, I repeat, do not try to intervene. Do not try to save them. If you see a woman getting robbed, run the other way. If you see a dude beating her up, run the other way. Do not insert yourself in these beefs trying to save these women. Because if they wanted a man to save them, they would have got them a man to save them. It's that simple. It ain't rocket science. If they wanted to be saved by a man, they would have got them a man. Like I told you, even with the shooting up there in Chicago with the woman and her son, ain't no way my wife and son gonna be outside at no 11 o'clock at night on no damn wing spot. I'm sorry. If y'all that hungry and we ain't got no food, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Let me play this video for y'all.
And I know a lot of women that say they got good pussy and they single. And that's not a shot. That's not a shot because we all know, let's be honest. Let's be honest, y'all. Let's open up our ears. Let's be honest. We want a man. We want a man. You know, like right now, if a woman posted on Instagram that she bought herself a G-Wagon, right? And she bought herself a G-Wagon and she bought herself a Birkin and she posted.
A nigga got it.
No, right? And she bought it herself out of her own pockets. Women are gonna be in the comments, they'll be like, oh my God, yes, girl. But when a nigga buy it,
oh, okay.
Nigga could buy a fucking Range Rover. Not even a G-Wagon, but a Range, but a Chanel bag. They're gonna be calling each other, bitch. Who that nigga? Who a nigga? A nigga bought a nigga bought crazy. Because we thrive off men. That's why women think, y'all think about men all day. That's why niggas do what they do. Because y'all be thinking about niggas all day. Don't got no dreams, don't got no goals, don't got no shit to do. That's why you worry about them cheating all day too, because you're not busy enough. Bitch, get in the kitchen, cook some kids for your kids, teach your kids ABCs, go find a goal. Go get back to your community. We don't have time to be running about what he doing all day. We busy. We got shit going on. We trust each other. We run into the bag. He got goals. He got dreams. He working on shit. We're working on shit together. I'm working on shit. We ain't got time to be worrying about if you fucking on anybody or nothing like that. And the reason why is because we're busy. We're doing things. And when you keep a nigga busy, because these y'all just be bored. Y'all be just doing shit. And I learned too. I see my man friends. My man friends be writing women all day in their DMs. Never got intentions on doing shit. So I don't really be saying it. I don't really care about all that DM shit because women be out here in their panties and bras and shit and then be asking why a nigga in their DM. Girl.
Speak it. Speak it. Speak it. Women that be out here in their panties and then post a nigga DMs. Why this nigga in my DMs? What you mean? I'm trying to smash. I'm trying to see what's good. You posting the goods on the internet like I'm not supposed to slide in your DM to see if you easy. See if I can't come up on the free piece of pussy. Come on now.
You done showed your whole ass. You think a nigga ain't gonna be in your DM? He's supposed to. You a bad bitch. That's the insecurities though. That's why women be so shocked when niggas try to talk to them. It's like,
agreed. See, a lot of people are like Suki Hunter. Most women, let me make sure I clarify this. A lot of women that I've encountered are like a Suki. They are attention whores. And when they get attention, they don't know what to do with it. Or they have to go through extreme measures to get attention because they lacked attention as kids.
Like, because they don't even think that stuff about themselves. I don't care how cute, how pretty, how fly she is. There's some insecurities because as soon as a nigga try to talk to her, she go crazy. You won't do that if you know you that girl. Ain't even phasing you. You gonna be like, he's supposed to. So, and I know.
Right. Arguing with a female. Hold on. Look at me in my eyes. Arguing with a female, especially arguing with my female, that's the last thing you do. Right. Man, move that shit away, man. Damn. Excuse you, man. Move that shit.
Like I said, bro, why don't they get this? Bro, why don't they get that enough to expose their DM? Yeah, it's kind of like Superhead and Brittany Renner writing books on dudes. Like it makes dudes a lot more cautious to approach you. I don't understand why women leak the DMs. Why? You look. I'm finna start screaming on Rumble, and the reason is because I have so many fight videos I want to cover in my inbox, and I can't cover them because YouTube doesn't let you cover them. YouTube don't let you watch them. Oh, I got another video.
you have the perfect life.
It's Taraji
Give
P.
people an understanding of why that is the wrong impression.
They're looking at the materialistic aspect of it all. They're thinking, oh, well, you have money, so your problems just magically disappear. And unfortunately, most times money will amplify your problems or give you problems you never even had before. There are times when I would sit on my house on the hill with 360-degree view of southern Los Angeles. And I'm like, God, I remember the days when I was so happy when I was broke because I was able to dream. The dream kept me getting up every day. And now I have it all and I feel empty.
Y'all know what I'm going to say about Taraji in this video. I don't know if y'all can see it that well. I might need to, let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this. I'm going to say this about Taraji. If y'all can see her face, she looks beat down. Yeah, I remember it might have been the top of this year. She said she was going on a retreat for like, well, I forgot how long, but she was supposed to be going to a retreat to find happiness or find herself. And now she's on this person's platform. I don't know who this dude is, looking beat down, like she didn't gain weight, looking like she's eating herself to death. She don't look happy. And she's been on a podcast tour talking about how she's unhappy. What she's doing now is fishing. She's fishing for a man to say, baby, I got you. Just take it easy. I'm going to pay all the bills, baby. Take it easy. That's what she's doing. She's fishing because she left, she got beat down. Yeah, you can't see that web, Miss Jordan. Hold on, let me see her. Let me see. Because I want y'all to see her. Hold on. Council. Can I make it bigger? Does it show big on the screen? Well, let me play it.
Empty inside. It's not about the things. It's who you are inside.
People will look at you and say, you have the perfect life. Give people an understanding of why that is the wrong impression.
They're looking at the materialistic aspect of it all. They're thinking, oh, well, you have money, so your problems just magically disappear. And unfortunately, most times money will amplify your.
Like, the age and the Botox is not meshing well with her face. Like, she got a lot of Lil' Kim going on in her face right now. Like, her cheekbone real high, but it looked like they might have put an extra bone right under her eye socket. And then her jawbone real strong, but her chin a little droopy. I don't know what's going on.
Problems. Or give you problems you never even had before. There are times when I would sit on my house on the hill with 300.
She might have had some work done and she might still be puffy.
360-degree view of southern Los Angeles. And I'm like, God, I remember the days when I was so happy when I was broke because I was able to dream. The dream kept me getting up every day. And now I have it all and I feel empty inside. It's not about the things. It's who you are inside.
How many people think that Taraji P. Henson is a beautiful woman on the inside? Oh, better. Okay. How many? It might be weight gain. It might be. I don't. You know what? Well, and this is just my belief when it comes to a lot of this cosmetic surgery that the women are getting, but it is something about a woman that lets herself age and just does the general maintenance, especially when it comes to your face. Especially when it comes to your face, like just age, just let the age and it happen naturally. Keep your body tight, work out much as you can, because we be trying to defy gravity. You cannot defy gravity. Everybody, men, women, I don't care who you are, you cannot defy gravity. Now, why she can say this, but when Kevin Samuels was saying this, was gonna happen as a warning, he was wrong. I agree. Kevin Samuels been, bruh. It's people way before Kevin Samuels that was telling women, because like I said, all you have to do is open your eyes. You ain't got to get on social media. All you have to do is open your eyes. I used to work at Target, right? In the deli section. I was being that bitch slicing meat, just slicing meat. And women would come in there and ask for meat, like a bunch of single, pretty beautiful. I'm talking about like in Trustville. So, it's a different caliber, type women in there. I'm talking about some of the most beautiful women, older women you will ever meet. I'm probably 21, 22 at the time, right? And all of these women are walking around with the little green basket that you put on your arm, and they just looking. They walking slow. I'm talking about walking so slow, just looking like they're admiring groceries. They're admiring the groceries and the celery and the cucumbers and, tapping on the watermelons and acting like they're trying to see if it's ripe enough, just looking around. And I'm talking about they suited and booted. I'm talking about they got their jeans on, they got their heels on a Thursday night. I know they ain't went to church or nothing like that. They just out hoping that a man just says something to them. And they would come to the deli and just look and say, how much would it be to get a pound of this meat, or something like that. And I would just say to them, you look very nice today. What's the occasion? What are you doing? And they would just smile, and it's like that's all they needed to hear. It's like you look beautiful today. What kind of perfume do you have on? You smell amazing. This is all they wanted to hear. Soon as they leave my section, they're gone. This is 10, 11, this is 12 years ago at this point. I worked at Target. 12. And I'm telling y'all, I seen this as a young man, what was going to happen with women. You were going to be single and lonely. Y'all be trying to act like, and I kept telling y'all, if y'all dating selection, I don't care if y'all date out y'all race. As Black women, y'all are not going to get the desired outcome because one, when you date outside your race, you're not going to get the je ne sais quoi that you're looking for when it comes to Black men. The swag that y'all seek so much, you're not going to get that in the other race. The demeanor, the talk, the bravado that you like in Black men, you're not going to get that in other races. So that's going to be hard. That's why typically when you see Black women date white men, they're typically the wiggers. Typically, they treat them a little bit better, but they still sagging their pants, trying to be hard, woot to woot. The white boy that grew up in the hood that did some crazy stuff, so he got his pass in the hood, that type stuff. You don't really see, you have your one off or spin out case where you might see one really popular white guy, but you don't see CEOs marrying Black women and stuff like that. How they be trying to act like I need a nigga on my level. You don't see that. And then you got to think I keep saying this, the bad apples mudded it up for the good apples. It just is what it is. When I'm out here in the dating field and I can have sex with 7, 8 women, and you finna think you finna come in and tell me you gonna make me wait, and I'm like, yeah. And it just depends on what type of dude I am. If I'm a savage type dude and feel like, oh, this bitch got some audacity telling me I'm gonna wait, but I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna smash these other chicks, and when you give it up, I'm gonna smash on you too. And if you catch me cheating, it is what it is. The audacity, like, do you know I'm having my way out here? And you gonna tell me you gonna make me wait? Now that sounds bad. Okay, cool. I admit it. But these are conversations, and I'm trying to help women out too. These are conversations that men are having. Hey, bro, do you know that girl told me I'm gonna have to wait 90 days to have sex with her? All right, we're gonna see about that. And then when you give time limits on me and say, oh, you gotta wait 90 days, now it's more of a competition to see if I can get the draws faster than the 90 days in the 3 months or whatever time limit you put on me. A lot of women, a lot of women get on social media and they tell just enough information for a dude that really wants you. If he sits and watch enough, he learns his angle, how to approach you, and how he can use you and manipulate you and get you where he wants you because you've given him enough information. Darius, you crazy. So you saying not all men? Now also you mean to tell me you having your way out here and number 9 say, oh, you gotta wait 3 months. You waiting 3 months for that. And you ain't gonna play no games with her after you get it. Cause you're gonna be upset. Cause one thing about it, if you get it and it ain't hitting like what you needed to hit, like you're gonna feel betrayed. You're gonna feel like you got the short end of the stick. You're gonna be like, dang, I waited this long, spent this money and this much time, and this junk is garbage. Because we all know, we all know women who are typically really good at sex is trying to put that on you. Because typically, if they're good at sex, that's really all they usually have to offer. From my experience. So if a woman is good at sex, she knows to hook a man. And if she's been around and been with a lot of men, she understands how important sex is to men. Sex is so important to men. It's right up there with water and air. Water and air. Darius said he finna wait on these women out here. I had to be respectful. I gotta try to be more respectful. Cause Miss Jordan watching me. I don't want her to be like, oh, you said these crazy stuff on here. My daughter can't be hanging out with you no more. Hey, y'all seen this video right here? Hold on, I'm gonna play this right here. I hope y'all can see. Oh, it's gonna be the same size.
Tell the
Dang, hold on. Y'all tell me if y'all seen this one.
Brad Pitt, Robin Givens story. You get a little bit of a smirk on your face. Now, is this something
Brad don't think I'm mad at? I'm not mad at this guy. No way. It's just a joke. It's my life. So back then, I was getting a divorce. I was going to my lawyer office to divorce her that day, but I wanted to sneak in a quickie. So I wasn't mad at anything. You know, doing a divorce. But I was telling me, we were always doing every day. Before I go to my lawyer's office to say she's a pig and they're stealing, I would go to the office and have sex with her.
You know, that's crazy to think that you will still be having sex with somebody that you're trying to divorce. That's some wild stuff.
To a house. I'm sorry, to a house. And have sex with her. This particular day.
Hey, you know what's crazy? If you don't know, I've been married before. So when I was going through my divorce and stuff like that, it was kind of the same. It was like, yeah, I don't really like you. We really have good sex. So I'm going to keep having sex with you until the divorce is final.
To the punch.
So, but before you both would be going to your lawyer's office as part of the divorce proceedings, like same day you would be having.
Right before we go see the lawyers, yes.
You'd be having sex.
Yes.
And then one day you go over and
I guess Brad got there earlier than I did.
What was your reaction when?
I was mad as hell. Just saw his face when he saw me.
Oh, he saw you.
Oh yeah.
Tell the.
That's crazy. Say you'll be amazed at what people do. I am, and you know, people always say this. I don't know if Shanti might have said kind of like the same thing, but you know, when if people, and I didn't know how rare this was, but if people find out that you grew up in a 2-parent household, they automatically deem you not able to speak on certain situations because they deem you as spoon-fed. Or they say you don't understand this life that we live because you had both parents in the house. And then you start realizing why it's important to have both parents in the house, because you start hearing about how the mother had a boyfriend come over and he was doing stuff to the daughter or the sons, or the father had his girlfriend coming over and she would be doing little sneaky stuff and crazy stuff. So the kids would request to go stay with the mother, and just crazy stuff, because parents, the father and the mother of the children that they created, is really a check and balance. Sometimes it's like your wife will say, "Hey, you being a little too hard on them boys right now." Sometimes the check and balance is the father saying, "Hey, you being too soft with them boys right now." Those are the things why two-parent households are important, especially two-parent household with the children that you create, because parents are checks and balances for each other on how they raise. It's the push and the pull. It's the give and the take. It's the hot and the cold, the yin and the yang, and the masculine and feminine energy in this one house wrapped together. Before we moved to Birmingham, AJ had never seen a single parent household. She was about 6. I can understand, because typically people who, well, I'm gonna say this. Y'all, if you know me, I'm a PK. So I'm a preacher's kid, and being in church, more people are married when you are in a church environment than not, because of religion, right? And more people are raised by their mother and father who created them, their birth parents, their biological parents. So it's not uncommon, but you start seeing different things when you go to certain schools. Like, school is the gateway for a lot of mischief and bad ideologies and thoughts, and that's why so many people are fighting back against what schools are trying to teach now, and it's a big push, because like I said, the first lessons you will learn about a lot of things is going to be in school, if it's bad or good. And so, since I come up in a two-parent Christian household, going to church Monday through Sunday, I'm around people who have the same background as me, where they have mother and father, and they don't experience a lot of the same things that other people who grew up in, like, just that. It's crazy how that dynamic is so different. It always baffles me. That what baffles me is how different that two-parent household is compared to a single parent household. School introduced her to a lot that I had to try to explain. Yeah, and that's another thing. Like, how do you, as a parent, because you've raised adult children, with your children down to 30, and I got a 4 and 2-year-old. How do you, as a parent, maneuver or shift the thought process that your children pick up at school? How do you maneuver that? Like, how do you talk to them? How do you tell them and get them to believe and understand what you're saying is more factual than the kids at school? How do you overcome peer pressure and for them not to do what other people are doing? Like, that's the things that always scare me when it comes to school, because I've always been a loner leader type of guy. So it's never been a time where I was influenced to do anything that somebody else was doing. Like, I was always the leader of the pack. Open discussion and honesty. See, I was always the leader in the pack. If we got in trouble, it was because of me. Like, I've never got in trouble because of somebody else. I was never the one, well, such and such did so. No, I was the one, like, hey, y'all, we finna go do X, Y, and Z. And and we all got in trouble because of me. And and typically I took the blame. But see, that's one thing I learned too. The leader typically never took the blame for what he caused everybody else to do. If we did something and it was my idea and we all got in trouble, and it was like, who idea was this? And I'm like, well, it was my idea. I took the blame for it. Because if I call myself your friend, I ain't gonna just let you get in trouble. If we both do it, we get in trouble, but I'm not gonna let you take the brunt of what my decision was. You have to always talk about consequences. Peers will provide plenty of examples. Yeah, but do children really learn from examples like that? That's the thing you have to ask yourself. Do kids actually learn, or do they have to bump their head? Do they have to go through the pitfalls of learning the hard way? Yeah, let's play this one. This is another thing I wanted to play and talk about real quick. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. So I'm gonna play this video. So tell me what y'all think about this one. Hold on. And then I'm gonna get up out of it. It's been an hour and a half. It ain't seem like I've been on here that long. I enjoyed y'all tonight. Y'all was really good. Y'all make sure y'all like the video if you're watching. Like the video, share the video. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. We're finna watch this one. I'm gonna give you my take, and then we're gonna head out. I'm finna play it.
A woman should be the dominant, and a man should be the submissive. That's
because y'all follow commands. You go do. You go do. And she gonna tell you what to do. Because here's the thing: if y'all don't have somebody telling y'all what to do, y'all are going to be reckless. And so women are divorcing y'all in these relationships because they are allowing you to quote unquote lead, and they're being submissive. And since y'all can't lead yourself, y'all leading her into the ground. So here's the thing: the natural order is for the feminine to be the leader. If you give to the feminine, right? The feminine is always going to regenerate life, and everybody's going to be taken care of. Y'all are territorial. Y'all just want the image of leadership. You just want to be out in public. I'm the leader, but all of the responsibility is actually on the woman. The leader takes the majority of the responsibility. If women allow men, which means she submit, all right, and allow him to lead, she don't have no control over what he's going to do. She's steady submitting to him. Women have to change their minds and realize that they ain't supposed to submit to men, because men just going to do what you allow them to do, because they don't have no governor on their own behavior to know when to not do something, to know better. They don't know.
I'm gonna say this is a bunch of bull on what she giving, because we already know with women, y'all are led by emotions, and emotions typically lead you into very bad situations. Also, when she talking about being told what to do, when y'all like to say women are the most educated, ain't y'all being told what to do, what to study, what to read, what tests you got to take, what numbers you got to have on this grade to, pass the prerequisites in the class before that to get your degree, how to go get your cap and gown, where you got to sign up, where you're gonna go, what stage you're gonna walk across, what you can and cannot say on the microphone, tell your family not to scream and shout when you walk across the stage. Like, she talking about men are told what to do, women are too. Also, when it comes to leadership and submissiveness, I'm gonna ask y'all something. The reason that most, like 99.9% of societies have been patriarchal is because men are the most powerful. The reason I say men are the most powerful because a woman, you can use sex to manipulate me, but I can use my sheer strength. If I don't like what you're talking about or whatnot, if we was back in, how people were for millions of years, I could just, slap you around a little bit and get you to do what I want you to do. You're not finna whoop me. I'm sorry. I could probably beat up 3-4 women by myself. So it's like, and I'm not even just saying that. I'm just saying America can't be called the superpower if it doesn't have the best military and technology and design, and say I'm the superpower and be able to go to these other countries and affect elections if we don't have the power. That's the same thing when it comes to relationships. Like, as a man, I have the power because ultimately you ain't finna, me, I could do that to you. Ultimately, if we just talking about just natural stuff, how things work, the power is left into the man's hands because I can take a life with my hands.
They're just gonna keep being reckless, and they're not gonna take care of.
A woman should be the dominant, and a man should be the submissive.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. I can see where she is going. I don't agree with how she worded it. Where's she going? That's what I want to see too. Explain it to us, because I don't understand what she's saying. And this is now me looking for understanding on something. I don't tell my husband what to do, but I do know how to talk to him and give him points of views to help him in the decision making. But wouldn't that be more like a partnership instead of her telling like submission? Because I would have to say that my wife probably, not even probably, my wife, I'm just gonna say, I don't know, because now that I'm thinking about it, when I think about decisions and the decisions that we make in our household, pretty much I'm going to make a decision based off of what my wife tells me. I know that sound crazy or how I feel, but I'm pretty sure that if I say, baby, how you feel about this? And she say, I don't know, I will be a little bit more hesitant to do something just because she doesn't feel 100% on board. Now, she always likes to make this joke that I'm going to do what I want to do, but I do take in consideration what she says a lot more than she thinks. And I value her feedback. Like, I value it a lot. So that's why we talk about a lot of stuff. But sometimes those conversations can get hard because those emotions, like the way that I think, and I'm aggressive about the way that I think. I'll say something to her, and then it's like, I was like, hey, baby, chill out. We're just having a conversation. I'm just bouncing this off of you. See what you think. Maybe you can give me a different perspective on the way that I think. Because I love to have conversations with people. Like, that's part of the podcast. I just want to talk to people. That's really what I'm doing this for. Like, I ain't even getting paid for YouTube took my monetization, talking about some reused content, because they really don't want. YouTube is not a place really for people who really want to create content and have genuine talking. It is a partnership. I don't think that's dominant, Miss Jordan. That's different than what she said. That's just him valuing your opinion, but you aren't telling him what to do. See, I get what she was saying, because she said she know how to talk to him. My mama used to tell me this when I was growing up. She said this. She told me this. She said, you think your daddy run the house, but I run this house. I just let him think he running, because all I got to go in there is all I got to do is go in the bedroom and I'm going to get what I want. And I was like, hey, you younger me, I didn't get what she was saying. But she used to say, all I got to do is go in the bedroom and I'm going to get what I want. I remember it was a bike that I wanted. And I don't know what, my bike had got broke or something. Nobody stole it. It was broke or something, but I was real rough on my bike. Like, I would just drive it in, and then when I get off, I would just jump off of it, and it'll fall. My dad said, don't do that to that bike. You're gonna mess it up with the whoop. And then I wanted another bike because all my friends had new bikes. It was around Christmas time, and like every year, my dad and mom had just always used to buy his bikes. So much so, I still remember, like, we were blessed as kids. Like, I remember Christmas times. I remember Christmas time, we used to give toys away because we used to get so many toys, and so kids would come in our neighborhood, would come to our house, and we would give our toys away to like the other kids. And not because they was less fortunate, they got stuff too, but we had so many toys that it was like we were just being a blessing, and we always believed in giving and being a blessing to other people. So it's not sweat off our back. It's Christmas, you want this toy here. I had a friend that was a Jehovah's Witness that came around to our house around this time. And if you know Jehovah's Witness, they don't celebrate holidays and whatnot. And so we had all these toys and stuff like that. And as a matter of fact, his name is Corey. He just got married. So if you watching this, y'all might know who I'm talking about. But me and Corey, we was real cool growing up. He got dressed, whatnot. But he grew up Jehovah's Witness. And so I remember around this time, Christmas time came, and I was like, y'all don't celebrate Christmas? And he was like, no, we don't celebrate Christmas with the whoop and all this. And so when it came time to them to leave, I was like, hey, man, you can have this toy. Like, I was just giving them toys and stuff like that. And they was like, my mom ain't gonna let us take it. And then, like, when their mama came over, but I do know when and how to approach my husband. When it was time for them to leave, their mama just allowed them to take the toys with them, But yeah, like I said, that was what she said. She said she go in the bedroom, she get what she want. And she was like, oh, so back to the bike. I was like, yeah, I was like, I wanted the bike. And she was like, you'll have that bike by in the morning, son. Don't worry about it. And sure enough, the next day, I don't know if she went in and talked to him or act like she was gonna have another baby, but you know, I got the bike. I'm gonna say that. I got the bike. Y'all make sure if y'all watching the video, y'all like the video, please. Also, I think Facebook got me shadow banned really bad. Well, I ain't no thinking in it, I know. So if y'all can y'all go to my new normal podcast page and share it on Facebook? Yeah, I need y'all to share my video on Facebook, the new normal podcast. They got this saying, and I get on Facebook lately. They got this thing, this meme going around. And they say, God really put some wagons on some dragons. And when I tell y'all, it be some ugly women with these big old dukes on them. They be having, oh Lord. It's some ugly women with some big old dukes. And a lot of y'all be twerking and y'all can't dance. Y'all be trying y'all best to put that booty and that cootie pop on this camera, on this Facebook. I tell y'all that. I tell y'all, like I'm just scrolling on Facebook, and I'm telling y'all be trying to, y'all know y'all be want to show that cootie pop print on the motherfucking book. I ain't saying stop, and I ain't judging you. She was talking about a man as if he was a child, like she's talking to a son or something. She's not talking to a able-bodied man who can go in and work and make his own money and leave. Yeah, this don't make no sense, boy. And see, this part of why I don't like I don't like social media, because social media, boy, is the devil. It's the devil, I promise you. Like this girl right here, she didn't have her body done, and she on here sideways. You could tell she definitely got like a corset or a waist trainer on, because it looked hard right there with the buttons, where the buttons of this dress button up it. It looked hard right there. Everything else looked soft and dimply and wrinkly and stuff. So I'm pretty sure she's trying to minimize her waist. Y'all need some cootie pop shirts. I need to find some. I need to make some. I don't know how I would make them, because y'all be tickled when I be saying that. Like, I want to show y'all one day. Bruh, did you watch my stream when I was doing the video when the girls was doing like the see-through dress challenge thing, and they was standing in front of like the windows and letting the sun come through, and they would bend over where the sunlight come through the dress, and you can see that coochie, that cootie pop. Miss Jordan, you can't wear that shirt. I'll get you the PG-13 shirt. It'll have the asterisk instead of the whole word out there, so that people like, what does that mean? And you could come up with something else. I'll leave a pop on there, and you can you know what? We might need to call it, I might need to get it designed like it need to say cootie pop, but it need to have a can on it, like you open it up and then you drinking it or something like that. Yeah, that'd be dope. What y'all think? Y'all like that idea? Hey, if y'all watching, y'all make sure y'all like the video. Today was a good scream. I appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all, if y'all watching, y'all come in and let me know where y'all from. Y'all come and let me know where y'all from. We finna give a shout out real quick to where y'all from. Also, support the channel. YouTube took my monetization because they some bitches. And so y'all can yeah, I might have to do something like that. I might have to get somebody. I don't know nobody really design shirts like that. So I'm gonna have to get somebody to design a shirt and we're gonna start selling merch out here. We're gonna start selling merch. Hey, if you watching me and you know how to fix the reuse content stuff on YouTube, hit me up in an email because I really need somebody to help me out with this reuse content stuff they keep hitting me with. Somebody sent me an email to send them, but I'm gonna send it to them in the morning and see what's going on because they denied my monetization again on the same thing. And I've had somebody look at it one time and they said they didn't really see too much on it. And I did what they told me to do on the page on the channel. So I'm trying to. You need to get Darius and I need to hear this story. The story about what? I was thinking about a lollipop, but a drink can cool. My mom does that. I talked to her about it. Yeah, talk to her. I need to get a good design. It need to be but I don't like she makes shirts and I ain't trying to be too difficult. I don't like the stenciled look. I like graphic tees where it look like it's being like painted on, you know what I'm saying? Because I hate the way like stuff like feel like it's gonna peel off if you wash it and stuff like that. I like I ain't trying to be too difficult, Darius, but I just know what I like. If we're gonna do it, I need it to be like the screen printed shirts. That's what I meant to say. The screen printed shirts. What time is it? Oh, it's on 10:36. Dang, people over here sharing my All We Know Chronicle. Who is All We Know Chronicle? Screen printing, Darius. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, like I said, y'all make sure y'all like the video. I'm about to get out here. Darius, talk to your mom for me, and we can come up with this design. It need to be the design for the shirt. I shouldn't even be talking about this on here. I want to take it back to a 90s Uncle Luke type feel. Oh, you supposed to tell about when the girl tried to kidnap you. What you doing, Darius? What are you doing tomorrow? We could talk about this. We could talk about it. You could come over here, or I could send you the link. I ain't got nothing to do. I'll make sure I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow before I tell you that. But it could be tomorrow, or it could be Saturday night. Just let me know. I think I got a real bad delay on this. But I want to tell you guys, I'm going to slide through. I want to talk to you in person. Okay, yeah, slide through, bro. Slide through. I don't know what side of town you at, but I'm over here in Tittisville. So, I shouldn't say that out loud on air. So I don't want everybody on me. But yeah, I'm over here on the west. So I think you on the west too. But I want to tell everybody to thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like the video. Y'all go back and rewatch the video. I dropped a lot of gems in here for y'all tonight. Gave y'all some game on word. Miss Jordan said my generalizations are unclear. So I got to make sure I clear that up. And generalizations does mean all, or it could mean some. So when I use it, it depends. I guess up to my discretion. But when I say generalization, I mean some. So we found out it could mean all, or it could mean some. So it just depends. But when I say generalizations, I'm talking about some, to make sure I clear that up before I get up out of here. And I think that's it. I don't know what we're gonna talk about tomorrow, but when I come back off my cruise, we're going to my first cruise next week. I'm going to get a lot of content while I'm on the boat. We're gonna be asking just interviews of people. Y'all give me some questions y'all want me to ask people in the comment section while I'm on this boat. And we're gonna put them in the podcast. Make sure they're good questions. Don't give me into some like rate my fit. Okay, turn around, do a jiggle. Let me grab it. Can I eat that? We're not doing that. Like I need some good questions. Okay. Y'all let me know in the comment section what questions y'all want me to ask these people on the boat when I go on a cruise. My first cruise. I've been to Mexico before. And my wife went a few years ago, went to a nude resort. That was pretty cool. But we went to Cancun. We're supposed to be going to Punta Cana, and stuff like that. So, like I said, y'all let me know what questions y'all want me to ask these folks on the boat. I try to take y'all and make it personal while we doing this. And I want to tell y'all that I love y'all. I feel very loving tonight. I'm always in touch with my feelings. I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do y'all ever just feel like you very observant on everything? Like I feel like I see everything. I watch everything. I watch how people move. I watch the weather. I watch how the trees blow. I watch how it smell outside. Like I'm so attentive to every little detail when it comes to just my surroundings. Maybe not so much about every little like how I place them on the desk or something like that, but just I'm just so in tune with the stuff around me, like the moving parts, especially people. Like I watch people, how people walk. I watch how they dress. I watch the inflection in their voice. I even say to myself, why did this person use these choice of words? Because I'm very conscious about the words that I use. And that's why you hear me pause when I'm talking, because I'm making sure I say the right thing. Because typically I know what I'm saying when I'm saying it. And I feel like a lot of times I speak over a lot of people's heads. So that's why sometimes people be wanting me to go lower in the conversation. But now it's getting to the point where I just want to have a conversation. If the conversation is too advanced for you, I don't even want to have that type of conversation with you, right? But I pay attention. Like even if I'm dating a girl, right, and she decides to put like blue contacts in her eyes, I'm gonna say, that's odd. I don't know why she wants to look like a pit bull puppy, but well, I gotta ask, because like what makes you think you look cute with these eyes? Like you look kind of devilish. So like it's like stuff like that. Like, why today did she decide to go blonde out of all days? Like, what's up with her going blonde? Or why did she cut her hair off? Or why is my homeboy wearing Jabot jeans in 2023? I'm trying to figure out what makes him think he can bring 2004 back in 2023. Like, no, maybe if you could have got away with like a fire FUBU shirt, but Jabot jeans never coming back. Why is he wearing red monkeys right now? Like, this is odd right now. Like, y'all don't ever have those questions about people, like y'all just watching them and seeing what they're doing. Like this is odd. Like she got blonde braids in her hair. Or like when they put the wig up and you can still see the screen door in the front of their head. Like, you didn't think you could cut that off or put more makeup right there? Or if it's hot outside, like why did you think to wear that wig if you know you wasn't going to get the extra strong glue to hold it down? Like I gotta know, because we all know it's 100-some degrees, and you start sweating the 2 little drops and your wig starts slipping. So why did you think going a cheap route with the wig and the glue was a good idea? Why didn't you go cheap with the wig and expensive with the glue? I don't know. I'm just saying, this is the things that I think about. Like you thought that was a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be cheap both ways with the glue, the wig, and the makeup. Now, if you go cheap all the way through, I can't do it. I cannot do it if you go cheap. If you go cheap wig, cheap glue, cheap makeup, now you're looking like Lil' Kim out here. I don't know what the hell is going on. This is odd. I gotta ask so many questions, because are you going through a midlife crisis at 22? Like, did your friends put you up to this? Did they hype you? Because this hyping is horrible, like horrible, and you need new friends. And then if I see you and then I see your friends, and all your friends are big and you're the only small one in the group, then I gotta ask. I say to myself, this is what I think. When I see a small girl with a bunch of fat friends, I know she cannot fight. That's the reason. That's the only reason you hanging around a bunch of big ass women, fat women, and you the only skinny one, because you can't fight. We know what it is. You like to talk stuff, and you gonna have the big hoes come and jump and sit on who you finna fight. That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. I know exactly what it is. You can't fight. You can't you talk you don't want to talk all the shit, and then you get the big hoes to come and grab the girl by their wig and slang them around like a helicopter, like that Peter Pablo, and then you drop them on the ground, and then you go get your 2 little licks in, and then you act like you won the fight. You that's what it is. I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna question it. Or if you like extremely fine, right? This is another one. Y'all let me know if y'all seen it. If a woman is extremely fine, right? But she dresses like something off Little House on the Prairie. Like, God damn, like, baby, what is going on? Like, why are you dressing like your grandmama dressed back in the 60s? What is you fine? Like, you got the body. Like, I ain't saying be like Keke Palmer, but why are you out here with ruffles on your shoulders? Like, like, like that's what little girls do. They wear ruffles on their socks. You mean to tell me you just got a big sock and you just put it over your head with the ruffles on the shoulder? Like, you thought that was good? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why you thought putting a dress that looks like a sock over you with the ruffles on the shoulder, and it kind of blows in the wind a little bit when you walk outside, but you got this amazing body and you just cover it up and you claim it's because you're modest. Now I'm asking questions because we really got to know, like, this might not be funny, but are you covered up? She likes the boohoo look. Are you covered up because something might have happened to you and your kids, so you don't want nobody to know that you got this banging body? So I'm asking questions like this. Might be covered in jokes, but these are questions that you should ask yourself when you're talking to your lady. Like, are you dressing age appropriate? Or this: have you ever had a friend, right, that was popping back in the day? They was on their shit and they were cool, they were popular, and they still try to hold on to like that high school, college era fame. Like, every time they go somewhere, they got to tell you, hey, y'all remember when I scored those 3 touchdowns back when we played Jess Lanier? Nigga, what you mean, 20 years ago? Yeah, nigga, like we barely remember, nigga. We about to fill out our AARP cards. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are we talking about when you nigga, have you seen yourself? If we had a picture of you now compared to you in high school, you are 2 totally different people. Why are we still talking about this? Now I gotta ask questions. Are you in the same place in life as we are? Because we're thinking about kids, retirement, 401ks, and you still talking about when you scored 3 touchdowns on Jess Lanier. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what the fuck? So I'm not tripping. Y'all tell me I'm not tripping for having these thoughts about people, because like I'm always watching and I'm listening to the stories people tell, like, because I'm always looking for progression in a person, and I'm always looking for if they try to change up new. Like, for instance, what makes a woman cut off all her eyebrows and draw them bitches back on? To this day, I am trying to figure this shit out because my grandma used to do this. Grandma, why are you cutting your eyebrows off to draw them on? Y'all know them. Y'all know they get them pencils to draw the eyebrows back on. Y'all remember them tattoos we had when we was kids that you just stick on and put the water on and you just peel it off? That's what my grandma eyebrows used to look like, y'all. Yeah, that's what my grandma eyebrows used to do. Like, she used to cut them off, and then like the little Spider-Man tattoos that you used to put the water on and put them on. She used to have them on her head. I'm like, bruh, good thing you got that hat on. Good thing you got that hat on, grandma. Good thing. Or no, this is everybody has this story. Maybe this is a Southern thing. I don't know. But let's just talk about when I thought I put it at the bottom of the channel, Darius. Hold on. I put the wrong thing. Or let's talk about when your grandmama. Let's talk about when your grandmama used to put that motherfucking plastic on the couch. Let's talk about when your grandma put that plastic on the couch. And during the summer, when you was out of school, your mom made you go over there. And everybody grandma house was small as fuck. Let's talk about it. Everybody grandma house was small as fuck. That's why we made pallets on the floor. It was 12 of us in grandma living room on blankets trying to talk about we making pallets and forts and tents because grandma had 2 rooms and 1 bathroom in her house, and all us over here during the summer because grandma house small as fuck, and she ain't got no motherfucking AC. She got the windows, she got the damn fans in the window, and somebody done slept on the couch and wake up crying because they stuck to the damn couch. Tell me I'm lying. Everybody, I ain't never been to nobody grandma house who had a big ass house. Not one person I know grandma house was big. Talking about we making a pallet. You be down, you get the damn cover off you get the damn cover out the damn closet. And you be like, Grandma, why did damn cover smell like mothballs? It bitch smell like cat piss. What the fuck going on here? You didn't wash this hoe from the last summer we had slept over. This bitch smell like mothballs and cat piss. Grandma, you didn't wash this motherfucker, did you? You always got something, Junior. You always got something to say. Everybody grandma house was small. 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. That is the MO. And she had a floor model TV that didn't work. She just kept it. It just brought back memories from when she wasn't a slave no more, and she was able to buy a color TV. The motherfucker didn't work, and so she just kept it there, and she used it as a placeholder. She had vases on top of it. Tell me I'm lying. She had vases on top of the damn TV. She had flowers on top of the TV. She had pictures on top of the TV. Oh, Miss Jordan, her grandma was fancy. She had 3-1. Oh, she had an extra bedroom in their house. Right, there's and had the TV that worked on top of the old TV. I swear, and it be the old TV, the flow bottle TV had 2 knobs on the front, and she gonna go buy a brand new TV and put it on top of that one. Like, bro, this is not a TV stand. Like, what is we doing? What is this? Back to the Future? Y'all make sure y'all like the video. I supposed to have been gone 30 minutes ago. I'm just going down memory lane. Y'all know what's going on. I'm going down memory lane. I'm gonna have to clip this part and make this a video by itself. But that is true. Grandma damn show put a damn TV on top of the old TV. Y'all ever I want to talk about something too. Y'all, did anybody else granddaddy was significantly older than your grandmama? Anybody else grandparents had a crazy ass age gap? Both my grandparents did. My mama and daddy was 30 years older than my grandma, and my dad and mama was 15. My daddy was 15 years older than his wife. They used to tell me that my mama, they used to call her the young girl. And for the longest, I ain't know what the hell that meant. I'm like, why they call my grandma the young girl? Because, you know, my granddaddy was so old, so much older than my grandma. He died when I was like 2 years old, right? And so I was like, why they kept calling my grandma the young girl? Because when I remember my grandma, she was already old. Like the earliest memories of her, she was old as shit when I remember her, right? So come to find out, how about my grandma was the side chick that he ended up marrying and having six kids with? No, not grandmama. Not grandma up here telling us how to behave, and you out here the young girl mistress. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all a crazy story, and I might have told y'all this on here. But my auntie went to had a stroke and went to the hospital, right? And her last name is Rare. Her last name is Rare, real rare, right? So come to find out, when she goes to the hospital, her name is Artist. And so this lady comes up and say, hey, what is your dad's name? And so my mom's at the hospital, and when this lady comes over and asks, and she's like, my dad's name John. And she says, my dad's name John too. The reason I asked, because our last name Artist, and I ain't supposed to have last name, but our last name is such and such, and that last name is Rare. And then my mama said, the lady said to her, your mama must be the young girl, like that. And my mama said, yeah, why you say that? Because my daddy left to be with your mama. Oh shit! Now this is getting good. Now I see. Now I see why my uncle made everybody in the family lie to his children about them having a sister, because he doing the same damn thing his daddy did. Y'all know for the longest, I'm gonna spill it. If my cousin's watching this, fuck it. For the longest, we used to have to lie to my cousins and act like they didn't have an older sister, and she used to be spending the night at our house. And then my uncle used to be mad when he found out that my mama and her sister, my auntie, used to be having her spend the night at our house, because he wanted us to act like she didn't exist, but she did exist. And as a matter of fact, she looked just like my auntie that had a stroke. And I was like, God damn, like, my cousin really think that he the oldest, and my cousin, his sister, thinks she the only girl. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, we all like they got the whole family telling this lie. And we all, as kids, I remember we had a spend the night party at our house, right? And so we was all over there, except for the two cousins that I was talking about, because the cousins' mama really didn't like me, because I got mad at her one day, and I told her, when I was talking to a cousin, I talked to my cousin, hey, you know you got a sister. And ever since then, she ain't like me, because I wasn't supposed to tell him that he got a sister. And so she didn't come over. They didn't come over this one day. So us as cousins, we having a typical cousin meeting, because we used to have cousin meetings all the time, right? Because you cousins, you supposed to have cousin meetings. So as we having cousin meetings, my oldest cousin, she's like, hey, I'm going to tell such and such. If he ever asks me about such and such, I'm going to tell him that is his sister, and we need to quit lying. And I'm like, yes, this is going to be great, because I don't like his mama, and she's not related to me. She's married in. She's such a fucking bitch. And I low-key think she wants to have sex with me. But that's weird to say about my aunt that I'm not really related to, but she's married to. But she always gives me the vibe that she wants to suck me up, right? She just gives me that energy, right? It's like, you know, I know I can't beat your ass, but I can surely put this cootie pop on you and make you get some act right. Like, I'm gonna put this old cootie pop on your young ass one day. I'm gonna catch you, and I'm gonna get you some straightening. That's what it was like. Like, it was always, you don't like me, but you attracted to me. You don't like me, but you my auntie by marriage. I don't like you, but I know what's going on. And guess what happened? my cousin, we was all at my house again, and this one particular time my cousin came over, right? And we came over, so we having a conversation. Then my cousin was telling us, because he was going to a school that was a private school, and it was typically white people there, and we was all making jokes about him. And I remember he was like, "Hey, I got a girlfriend." We was like, "What's your girlfriend? What she look like?" He was like, my cousin said, "Oh, you dating a white girl?" And he was like, "No, she's Peach." And it's a running joke to this day, because he was like, "No, she's Peach." And we were young. He said he was his girlfriend, right? And then so he started talking, and then he said something about his supposed sister. And we all looked at each other, because my cousin said the last time she was over here, she gonna say something about it. And when he brought it up, I looked at her, she looked at me, and we all just looked away. We just got quiet. Nobody said anything. Y'all make sure y'all share my video. I'm gonna clip this last part out, because this, like, I be having moments where I just be wanting, I be feeling good, and I feel good tonight. And I ain't even been drinking. I think I'm finna stop drinking. I think I'm about to stop. After this cruise, it's probably gonna be it. But I want to Darius, thank you a lot for the cash app. I really appreciate that, bro. Any support is good support. Hopefully we can build this channel up, and we can have it rocking where I got thousands of people at one time, and we can have a good time, play, joke, and do this all night long. I want to get to the point where we doing all-nighters. Where we joking and playing and having a good time. We got to keep the work going. And like I said, when I come back off this cruise, I'm gonna try to do a 30-day blitz. I'm gonna get my rumble back up how it's supposed to go, and we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna do a 30-day blitz. I'm trying to scream for 30 days straight, and we're gonna see what I can do, what I can push out, and we're gonna go from there. I want to tell y'all, thank y'all again for tuning in. I love y'all. It's the New Normal Podcast, and we go. Hey, yeah, don't forget y'all questions too. Y'all questions y'all want me to ask on the boat, ask people on the boat when I'm doing interviews. Don't forget. All right, bye.